important moments in anarchist history are certainly Spain, the Ukraine, the Russian Revolution, the Mexican Revolution. All those were revolutions in which anarchists played a big role, and they could implement their ideas in one way or another in the social movements. But apart from Spain, in most of those revolutions, anarchists were actively not implementing libertarian communism as they imagined it. I mean, the Spanish Revolution, because of sheer numbers, they had the capacity to implement their social project pretty much as they saw it in places in Aragon, in rural communities, or in industrial collectives in Barcelona, in Catalonia. But in most of the parts, they had to deal with rival political currents, and they were producing, in a very creative way, libertarian solutions to collective problems. The Ukraine is a classic example, Mexico as well, where the international anarchist movement didn't know if to support Magon in Mexico or to support Magno in the Ukraine, because their movements were not explicitly anarchist. And that shows an obsession with labels and this kind of cult mentality that I'm so against, and I'm so hostile to, because there you had massive people's movements, massive people's rebellions that were proving anarchism right in every single point, but because they didn't have the anarchist label on them, they were dismissed by huge sections of the anarchist movement. Yeah, everyone now agrees that Flores Magón was a great anarchist, but that was very different in 1910. I think that those experiences show that anarchism could be a very positive force into a social revolution. It's proved as well its shortcomings, and we have to be very aware of them, particularly in Spain as well. It was dramatic that anarchism, having the force to implement to a far greater degree their own ideas, was so lost on how to deal with the state and how to deal with political power. And it shows because there was some purely theoretic and very dogmatic idea that when the workers took over their factories, then a state was going to be made redundant, and then it would kind of wither away. Self-management alone was the key, and it showed that the platformists were not wrong when they say, I mean, we have to go beyond economicism and look into the political problems of revolution. If we say that we're going to actively smash the state, how are you going to do it? It's not that you put a lock on the town hall and that's it, you got rid of the state. You obviously have to show me that there is another way to organize and deal with politics at a broader level. And I think that to some degree there was success, to some degree on that, but I think that the Spanish Revolution in particular showed a lot of shortcomings of anarchism, and they have to be dealt with still. I don't think that we seriously have dealt with them. There is an awareness that the anarchists did wrong in entering the Popular Front government, but then what could they have done differently? Because just condemning it doesn't provide an answer, doesn't provide a solution. But I think that still those experiences show the potential of the people when they come together and organize collectively in a libertarian fashion.